Executor. So it's actually kind of tricky. You have to have the right makeup for sure. Um, the actual event missions are a little bit more difficult because you obviously have a very limited group of tunes to use, and you have to. There's always like one tune, and by tune I mean ship. There's always one ship that you really have to get dead early, or you run the risk of losing. The first one here, not really a problem, but for the other ones, the first one here, I mean, look, getting TIE Bomber out first here is you're not gonna go wrong with that because TIE Bomber with the burn and everything. Um, but in the later stages, there are tunes that you or ships that you need to get out ASAP, or you're going to lose, and you'll see as we get there. But I like the event. I wish we'd had a little bit more time uh, to, well, at least for me, to farm, or not farm, but save up on crystals. I did end up whaling, which I really haven't done. I don't even have Omega 7 starred right now because I did not whale on her. But I did whale on this because I'm frankly tired of dropping into the 30s or 40s in fleet. So I did whale on Executor, having everything ready to go beforehand. So in the second wave or the second battle, you gotta get out the TIE silencer. You gotta get crew dead quickly because if not, he will face rape you, uh, like aggressively so. Like he'll just start, one shotting motherfuckers. Ooh, that was a close one. Um, yeah, I like the Executor kit a lot. I obviously love the ultimate move and graphic. It's really cool, and I think it may tip CG's hat insofar as it may hint to a Death Star. I don't know if it's going to be a raid, but certainly some Death Star event, and that could, should, will be awesome whenever it does end up happening. So yeah, there you got to get crew out, and you'll see the ultimate very shortly. Um, oh, hi Doug, you're back. So here, pretty standard. I mean, you when it's rebels, I mean, obviously there's a bunch of assists, and apparently I haven't seen proof of it, but apparently rebels are actually really good against Executor in fleet arena. So we'll see if anybody in my fleet shard decides to try to take me down with their rebels. But the good news is, if you throw a TIE Bomber in there, at least on D, certainly in this part of the event, you should be A-OK, because TIE Bomber is very much anti-rebel. Um, so yeah. But I really do like the team, the ship itself. I like that bounty hunters finally have a good amount of synergy together. Thank you, Roxy. So yeah, it is nice to see that, and they really synergize extremely well. Of course, under the Executor capital ship, and they do a good amount of damage. But certainly keeping Boba Fett alive, like I just failed to do, is of paramount importance because Boba Fett does a whole lot of damage for you. And yeah, there you saw the ultimate graphic, which is sick. Yeah, so definitely doable. And then eventually, once I unlock all these and I max my shit, you'll see my fleet arena tests. So here, to the surprise of no one, JKA is the ship that you need to get out quick, fast, and in a hurry. And make sure you keep Boba alive, even though I should not have put it on him, so I didn't need him to taunt. I want to try and keep the taunt on HT. There we go. Get the focus on JKA. Get this going. Get rid of that Valor shit. So I more or less, now in this battle, I have a little bit better hang of it, and this is basically how I run my fleet battles. Of course, you have to be careful, because once TIE Bomber's in there, he's going to taunt, and then he makes himself a target. So you gotta, if you do put TIE Bomber in there and you call him as a reinforcement, you gotta make sure you get the timing right. Yeah, I really like this team so far. Jesus, Bella's fucking bull in a china shop over there. I really want to see Dengar's punishing one. If you're a deeper Star Wars fan, you'll know about Dengar's punishing one. Bella's now yelling at the dogs. She really is a bull in a china shop sometimes. Like, just come on. Just shh. Women should be seen and not heard, right? Just kidding. She would punch me if she heard me say that, and rightfully so. So yeah, I really, really like this. I really love all the breaches and all the target locks. I'll probably play around with some other teams later on. I was really, really busy today, so I basically only got all of this in during my lunch break and a couple of smoke breaks. So yeah. All right, done with that. Now we go on to the arena tests, and of course I have my shit maxed. So I do like going with this starting trio, but later on you'll see that I actually go with Cad Bane in place of Boba, which also works too, certainly for mirrors. Mirrors are poopy. And when I mean mirrors, I mean like proper mirrors, because you'll see a non-mirror mirror in here also, insofar as it's a 4-star Executor. That's obviously easy, but a true Executor mirror can be kind of poopy. You have to make sure you get all the bounty hunters out there as soon as possible, because if the opposing Executor goes before your Executor, especially the ultimate, yeah, you're donezo. No surprise. This was an interesting defensive comp with Separatists and Millennium Falcon, I guess, for that full team foresight. I mean, it's not bad. It looks like GG Separatists will be viable against Executor if you run the right team, run the right turn order. So yeah, at least that's how it seems face value with this limited sample size. Because yeah, if GG gets ultimate off before Executor, which it generally will, definitely becomes problematic. You'll survive it, but I would imagine if you're running Separatists on offense against Executor, you'd probably be able to control who does what, as you should. So yeah, see here, I'm playing against the AI, and granted I'm still learning this team, but it's a little bit tighter than I thought it would be, and probably tighter than it should be. That's what she said, or he said. Yeah, and then I ended up taking Palpatine out of there because it's not as conducive as I thought it would be. It's not as useful as I thought it would be, frankly. And of course, you could just start off the battle against JKA with a basic to try and get that focus on him. That also probably would be a better move. But I ended up switching in the Gauntlet. Like the Gauntlet. So you get JKA out early, and then the rest of the team is actually pretty easy. No focus there. Yeah. Like to spread, obviously you want to spread breaches to keep taunt up on Houndstooth, but you also really want to spread the target locks. Because when you spread the target locks, then Boba Fett is even more effective. This Bella's got some HGTV shit on in the background. Sorry, guys. And yeah, of course, that AOE is just devastating. Yeah, so you don't even need ultimate for GK Fleet. Alright, so here's the non-mirror mirror, because the Executor I'm up against is only a 4-star. But just to give you a sense, and then the next video, or the next clip, part of the clip, you'll see the proper mirror. See, that's why you want to spread the target locks around. And that's why I want to get Mando out early, because Boba hasn't. Well, actually, TIE Bomber is also pretty important to get out soon. But let's see. Let's go with this. Get breaches up, get target locks up, and there's Boba. So Boba's going to be the next one I want to get out as soon as his counter is off. Ouch. Yeah, so Boba probably better off the bench. I learned that here, in this battle, because he is devastating. I thought maybe starting him off would be better, but he is devastating off the bench. Actually, he's devastating no matter what. But if you're playing defense and he's out there starting, your opponent might be able to get him dead before he gets to that AoE. Which is why here, in the True Mirror, I switched to Cad Bane starting, because at least he has stealth, and then he can call others, which works well too. Get the breaches up, get some target locks going. Take Boba off the bench. Not enough target lock spread, so I'm just going to save that. Switch over. Yeah, and getting that payout is also really nice. That's why you start out with 4 bounty hunters out there. Get that payout, get that AoE going early. Get the opposing Boba Fett dead. But like, this is why, like, because I actually tried this mirror with Boba Fett starting instead of Cad, and it did not go well. So Boba Fett is better off the bench, especially if you can get to payouts by having your first 4 ships out there as bounty hunters doing the proper turn order. Right? Not too shabby. Okay, see you later.